Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? Just my pillow. So I have some finished objects that I thought I would share with you real quick, just because I've actually had them finished for a little bit now, like a week or so, and it isn't that I kept forgetting to do a video to show you, but I kept just like moving on to other things, and then work, lots of work, and a little work drama that I said I wouldn't. It's not like I got caught up in it. I didn't get caught up on purpose or anything. Just it, it happens from time to time, and it gets stressful. And then, like, I don't know about for you guys, but like for me, like I feel almost like I have to like decompress from it. I think I've talked about this before. Like I have to like decompress from it. Especially if it involves any of my friends or anybody like in my like circle where I want to like, I don't know how to put it, like not be a part of it. If I don't want to be a part of it, and I don't want things to drag me down, but it happens anyway, I just shut down a little bit. And like that's what I've said before, that I like kind of make a little Heather burrito and I just avoid for a while. Well, that's what I ended up wanting to do, and it only lasted for a day or two. And I just sat here with these pretty things that I wanted to show you guys, and I wanted to put them away also for now. Or like put them in a place, like you'll see what I mean in a moment, but like one of the things, I wanted to put someplace where I can see it, and that hasn't happened because I wanted to show you guys. So I'm going to do that. Two of the things I'm pretty proud of, because I just had like a need to finish pile. I mean, I have many need to finish piles. And these were a part of it, and they needed to be finished. Yes, this is unscripted, and and my brain's not working well. And one of them, like, I'm also obviously always trying to like use up scraps and everything, and one of them is a use up scrap piece, which I used up quite a bit for such a small thing. I used up quite a bit of scrap on it too. Let me just get into them and show you. The first thing I was way more finished with than I thought I was, but it's something that should have been finished a long time ago. I was looking through like some bags of unfinished things, and I came across this, and I was like, why isn't this finished yet? It was for those of you who follow along with the movie marquee videos that I do now with Samantha and Bella, I started doing it 2 years ago with Sandy from Crochet Canada, and it was Sandy's idea to begin with, and I was doing bigger blankets every month, and this was my December project of that year, and the movie was The Princess Bride, and I never finished it. Well, I finished it. I finished it now. Let me just... This is a pretty big blanket, but I want to make sure... This is a filet crochet blanket that I did. And... I guess, yeah, this should be right for the camera. So I had all of this started. Hopefully it's right. I should have a picture to insert too. I'll put a picture up when I'm done showing you guys. But the movie poster that I used was not the blue one, but it was one where they were like, it was like a sunset, so there's the sunsetty colors, and like there was a cloudy, clouds with the sunset, and there was a green field. It was that movie poster for it, which I love. And so that was the colors reflected in this blanket. And I charted out the words, the hearts, and then the words, if you're familiar with the movie, the As You Wish. So there's the as, and it's pretty big. You wish. And there's a heart before and after each one. And I got down to, you guys, I got down to there. All I had to do was finish the screen and do the border. And I just didn't do it. Like, I don't know if it's because I didn't finish for the month. And then, you know, December, like the gift giving and like crocheting wise, if you're crocheting gifts by December, you're kind of, it's time for that to be over. But holiday stress, maybe. I really don't know why I just didn't finish it though. But I didn't, and it got put away, and I just never finished it. And I finished it. So I put this border on. This is just like the single crochet in the back loop, back and forth, because I wanted it to be a little bit longer still. So I did the top and the bottom that way, and then they're just single crochets on the sides for 2 rows. And if I should have the picture, so I'm going to hopefully remember to put it right here. And hopefully I remember that. Otherwise, I'm just waving my hands for absolutely no reason. But it's so soft. This is, the green is a Hobby Lobby anti-pilling like a Yarn Bee anti-pilling. That was, I got on clearance. This gray is just a Red Heart ombre, and it's from, you know how they switched from what? They switched from America to Turkey or whatever. It's from when they were it's from the original. But I mean, they weren't like buttery soft and then suddenly not. They just changed a little bit. They got harsher, I believe, as well. Like, I haven't had any. I just know the color, the tint of it definitely changed. And then I think somebody said they got harsher. But this was the original ones. And now that it's been worked up and sitting for so long, I'm not saying it's buttery soft. It's not as soft as like the other yarns in here, but like it feels good with the rest of my blanket. It feels good. Oh, and this sunset-y looking color, this was I believe it was Crafts. It was a Michael's, like a Michael's ombre. I can't think of what it was called now. But it was from Michael's. And I know Bella had gifted me a couple of them also because I didn't quite have enough to finish it. And I ended up with, I think, most of one left over after this. Like, I had just started. Just started the last one for the border. Yes, so that was my first finish. Sorry for my voice. Ever since I had gotten sick, my voice just, like, doesn't want to stick around very long once I start talking. Whether I'm drinking something or not drinking something, I'll be lucky to get like a video done before my voice starts doing this. So, but there it is. And like I said, it's a pretty good size. I'm really happy with it. And I really love this blanket. I really love the Princess Bride. So I'm extremely happy with it. I'll put that away. Sorry for the stretch. And the second thing I got finished is an even older project that's just been literally sitting in front of me on my desk, my working desk out there. I had ordered my first ever Hobie order. I had ordered 2 different colored cakes of yarn that were called Mayflower Party Yarn. One was in this really beautiful, and I still have it, red, orange, and yellow, like a fiery color. And one was in this beautiful gray, black, and pink color. And both of them have like a glitter streamer going through them, thus the party, right? As far as I can tell, well, it's not on the Hobbii site anymore, but as far as I can tell, this yarn is not available anywhere anymore. So I had one cake of each one. They don't go together. I didn't know what to do with it. So looking one day for an idea of what to do with it, I saw a pattern for, I think the appeal of it was supposed to be for 2 skeins of sock weight yarn. So, like for that, if you don't know what to do with a sock set or whatever. But the amount of yardage in it was about the same as the cake that I had, give or take. I don't remember exactly. And the pattern is on Ravelry and it's free and it's called Undercurrents. So I had started making this shawl. So it's been around forever, you guys. My first Hobbii haul was when I started this channel. It was not Hobbii. Yeah, Hobbii. No. Yes. Final answer. It was Hobbii. But it was forever ago. It was forever ago. The yarn's been around since then like with me that I've had. But I started this shawl years ago and it's just been like, I got to the first color change and then just put it down and I don't know. But so I got to like here and I just put it down. So I started working on it again and it's done. And I had nothing is left over. And I'll tell you how I remember that because this has been done for a few weeks now at least. I also have a picture of this since I don't have a lot of room to step back and show you. But if I remember, I will pop a picture up here to show you. That it's hanging up. It kind of looks, I had a couple people tell me that I showed that it looks like a bat the way I have it hung up, which I don't hate. I kind of love the fact that they said that. And it's a nice lacy, like intricate pattern. And it's a pretty nice big pattern. Like I like big shawls and it's definitely my wingspan. So I'm pretty happy with that. And I really dig the colors and it's glittery and it's very rock star, right? I like it. What was I saying about this? Yeah, I got myself off track. Oh, the reason I know that it's, that I had no yarn left over from it. On the black, now I had gotten to this point where I was like, I could just end it because the pattern said like, oh, do like this and this and this is the repeat and do it this many times. Like, I think it was do these many rows 8 times. And I was like, okay, do this many rows 8 times. Well, I decided to do it, I think, 11 times, let's say. And on the 11th time, say this was the 11th time right here, I ran out of yarn, like let's say, I don't know which side it was, but like let's say here. Or maybe even like here. So I was like, okay, I could pull it back and have like basically no black or end it a row before. But that day, literally that day, I had just gotten a totally different yarn that was it was like gray, orange, red, black yarn, but it was glittery black and it ended in glittery black. And I completely used that yarn to finish this off. And you can't tell, and I can't tell, to the point where I don't know which end So it doesn't matter. And I'm happy. And like I said, it's definitely not the Mayflower Party because that's not available. I can't tell which end of the yarn it is. I have no idea. But it's finished. And I don't know if I'll keep this or if I will. I kind of plan to sell some shawls soon. So this may be sold. Or I may give it to one of the ladies that I work with. I'm not sure what the future of this shawl is yet. I mean, I do really dig the colors, but there's only so many shawls that I need. Honestly, like, I am a person who will wear a shawl, but I do have other shawls that I like. So like I said, this might be one that I sell. It might be one, I'm not sure if this lady that I'm thinking of will want one. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But that is a finished object, and it's done, and that's what I am holding important, right? And then my scrap project, you guys, and I freehanded this. For the hangy part, you'll know what I'm talking about in a second. For the hangy part, I looked at a reel, a short. I'm talking Facebook now for a second. A short, on a YouTube short. But I didn't have a pattern. I just looked at, I saw one that somebody else made. And I was like, I can do that. And I did it. Like, I don't even know who made the short, but I can do it. And I did it. I freehanded everything else, like without sight, seeing anything. But I mean, I made a plant. I made a plant, you guys. And this is all just scraps. The greens were, I mean, obviously they're not the same of anything, really. Like this olive green, this was Nate's hat. This was that emoji blanket that I made like forever ago. That I used every single like inch of that. This was a random green. I used every single inch of that. I think the only thing I have left over actually is some of Nate's hat. And then this clay pot was the yarn I was making pumpkins from. And the dirt inside is some of my, it's the same yarn I used on Eddie's hair back here, which is just the yarn that keeps giving. I used that for something else too, and I was so proud that it's so versatile. And it's completely, it's pretty sturdy, and it's completely filled with my yarn ends. Remember when I said I was looking for something to do with my yarn ends because my mother-in-law doesn't use them for anything anymore? Potted plants. I didn't want to stuff amigurumi like teddy bears with it because, like, when I said it's pretty sturdy, I mean, it is pretty sturdy, but like, I don't think I would want to stuff like a teddy bear that somebody would be clinging on to with it, or that I would be clinging on to with it. Yeah, I would still cuddle a teddy bear. But, a plant is just going to sit there and be cute, right? And it's definitely holding up. It's definitely stuffed really full. And it doesn't look weird that it's overstuffed because dirt can stick up, right? So yeah. So these are the hangy plant leaf things. And I made a plant. I'm very proud of my plant. So I took pictures, like my friend Andy. I even made a little video on my phone and sent it to him even. And I was like, look, I made a plant. So I was very proud of my plant. But that used up quite a few of my green scraps. I have enough left over of this to make another 1 or 2 pots. And I have quite a bit of the brown left to make more dirt, because I mean, I use it for other things. I really like this yarn. This is a Heartland yarn. It's my favorite Heartland yarn, the brown. But yeah, so that was my other finished object that I was really excited to show you guys. So that was it. So hopefully you guys are proud of me, because I'm pretty proud of me. But yeah, I will just let you go. I just want to show them off and maybe inspire you guys to finish up a few things or to use up some scraps. And I don't have a pattern or anything for the planks. Like I said, it was all just freehand, just like having fun, you know, with my yarn and trying to use up some of the stuff that I had for scrap stuff without making another scrap blanket, because I have several scrap blankets on the go as it is. So all right, I will talk to you guys later. I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye, guys.